Good afternoon, and thank you for tuning in to the Transfer Admissions webcast at UT Arlington. My name is Patrick Jackson, an admissions counselor here at UT Arlington, and I cover the Dallas County Community College District.
Like Patrick said, thank you so much for joining us. My name is Tiffany Briga, and I'm a transfer admission counselor, and I'm responsible for Tarrant County Community College South and Southeast campuses.
So with that, we'll give a brief overview of UT Arlington. It is the most comprehensive public university in North Texas. We have over 38,000 students, 180 degree programs, with that 81 at the bachelor's level, and it is the second largest in a UT system. It's also the fifth most diverse by U.S. News and World Report. Also, it's one of 7 universities and the only in Texas to be named a Next Generation University by New America Foundation.
As you can see on your PowerPoint, UT Arlington is located in the great city of Arlington, Texas, which is central in the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex. So we're in the 4th largest media market in the U.S. In addition to that, just a little bit more about Arlington, we have over 300,000 people living here, and there are a lot of things to do. You can go to a Rangers or Cowboys game, you can go to Six Flags and have a good time on a roller coaster if you're really into that. There are museums, restaurants, shopping. There's so much to do in Arlington. But if you'd like to explore a little bit outside of Arlington, you can go to Dallas or Fort Worth. So there are a lot of professional sports, some entertainment, museums, different restaurants as well that you can go and check out. We're in that area where there's the 4th highest number of Fortune 500 companies, so a lot of our students are able to go on internships and even go into different jobs in the area.
Well, let's move on with the agenda. So today we'll be covering student life, living on campus, academics, paying for college, visiting campus, the admissions process, and we'll have student profiles, and also we'll have a couple Q&A sessions.
So first we're going to go ahead and go on to one of our students, Brooke Lynn, and she's going to tell you a little bit about herself.
Hi, my name is Brooklyn Prosper. My major is kinesiology exercise science. My intended date of graduation is May of 2016. I'm from here in Arlington, Texas. I originally started out at another university, then transferred to a community college, and then transferred over to UTA. UT Arlington had more of what I was looking for in a university and what I wanted, and it was also more affordable. Since UT Arlington has a high transfer student population of about 55% transfer students, the transfer process was very easy and simple, and the transfer admissions counselors helped me throughout the entire process of transferring over. The advisors are accustomed to working with transfer students that have transfer credits, and they work to plug that in with the UT Arlington degree plans that we have. Now to Emily and Angie to talk about student life.
In this segment, we'll talk about UT Arlington's amazing student life and all there is to do on campus. I'm Emily, a senior majoring in public relations here at UT Arlington, and I'm from Melissa, Texas. Whether it's on-campus events or student organizations, it's really important to get involved on campus because students that are involved are more successful and they're happier.
That's right, Emily. Hi, my name is Angie. I'm a political science senior, and I'm from Midlothian, Texas. UTA does have a large variety of student organizations, and some that are specific for transfer students. For example, Tau Sigma is a specific transfer honor society. Next is for students who might have families or work full-time, and also Pi Theta Kappa Alumni Chapter. But of course, we have about 300 student organizations which you are more than welcome to attend and join. For example, honor societies, cultural clubs, Greek life, religious groups, political groups, and common interest organizations. It is easy to join, and also if you do not find the organization that fits you, you're more than welcome to make your own.
Another way to get involved on campus is with UTA traditions. These traditions take place all on campus all throughout the year. So for example, there's Welcome Week, which takes place the first week of school. There's a different event every day for you to meet new students. There's Oozball, which is voted UTA's favorite tradition. It's a huge mud volleyball tournament where you can make your own team. There's bed races where you race beds on wheels. International Week is a week where we celebrate UT Arlington's thriving international student life and their cultures. Homecoming Week is also a fun one where there's events every day such as parades, pep rallies, and a chili cook-off that leads to our homecoming basketball game. And lastly, the Maverick Speaker Series, where famous people come and speak to us about whatever their expertise is. So we had Bill Nye come and talk about science, and Seth Meyers came and talked about Saturday Night Live.
Yeah, and also, if you're worried about academics, UTA provides a great academic support, including learning centers, tutoring, and supplemental instructions. There's also an off-campus Maverick Center at the Mavericks Activity Center, which has computers and printing centers for you to be able to do any of your school stuff. And also it has a small convenience store with food, drinks, and other necessities.
Now we're going to talk about sports. UT Arlington has 14 NCAA Division I sports. We're in the Sun Belt Conference, and because we don't have a football team, we're really centered around basketball here, and we enjoy cheering on our Mavericks at our new College Park Center arena. If you want to play sports for fun, there's 30 intramural sports. They range from team sports like soccer, basketball, and volleyball, or individual sports like rock climbing and ping pong, and even video game tournaments. You can also go to our Maverick Activity Center, which is our 20,000 square foot fitness facility. There's 2 indoor running tracks, an indoor basketball, volleyball, and soccer courts, outdoor basketball and volleyball courts, and soccer, softball, and football fields that are outdoors also. You can sign up for group fitness classes if you want, or even hire a personal trainer. Now we're going to go back to Patrick and Tiffany for a question and answer.
Thank you, Emily. Well, Tiffany, it looks like there's a lot to do on campus. Right now we're going to get to a couple questions, and it looks like that first question is, exactly how many students get involved on campus?
I think about over 10,000 students. Student orgs are involved on campus. We have a lot of campus traditions, like they said earlier in the earlier segment. Oozball draws over 115 teams per year, and then bed races usually draws about 5,000 students per year, and so that's a lot. So have you ever been to any one of those events before?
Yeah, I actually have. I had the opportunity to play in Oozball as well as bed races, and those two are really popular on campus. When you think of Oozball, it's basically mud volleyball, and it's really fun. And with bed races, you have the opportunity to network and play with a team of 5 people racing on turf. So it was real fun. It was different. It was creative, and it was what UT Arlington is about.
Okay, so how did you manage to play in the mud? Because I'm not about that life.
Well, you just have to go ahead and accept the fact that whatever clothes you're wearing that day, you're going to probably throw away because of all the mud. I had some old shoes, old shorts, and a shirt, and by the time I finished, it took maybe 2 hours for me to get all the mud out, but it was a great memory.
It sounds like fun there, Patrick.
It was.
Well, since you were a student here at UTA, like what kind of student orgs were you involved in?
Right. Well, while I was here, I was involved with my fraternity on campus, which is Alpha Phi Alpha Fraternity Incorporated. And with that organization, we did a lot of community service projects here. I also was a part of the Public Relations Student Society of America, with me being a PR major. I also was a member of the National Association of Black Journalists here while I was at UT Arlington. And on top of that, I was a resident assistant for 2 years, so I had the opportunity to network with other students here and be an ambassador for the campus.
Okay, so something that I really enjoy is actually going to see some sports. So have you ever been to a Mavs game before? Because that's really fun.
Yes, I had. Once they built the new College Park Center, it looks just like the American Airlines Center where the Dallas Mavericks play, and it was exciting. It was really fun.
Yeah, don't forget to nav up
Nav
whenever they're throwing like a little goal there, right?
Yep.
All right, so we are going to go ahead and transition to Justin, who's going to talk a little bit more about living on campus.
Hi, my name is Justin Luetta. I'm a Bound for Success admissions counselor. I work primarily with the Grand Prairie Independent School District, and although I work with undergrad or incoming freshmen, I was actually a transfer student myself. So I transferred from a community college to a four-year university, much like what you're looking into doing. And one of the biggest anxieties that I had was where to live. At UT Arlington, every year, about 5,000 students live on campus in residence halls and apartments. We have 6 residence halls. Some of the newest include Vandergrift Hall and the new College Park Center, KC Hall, and Arlington Hall, but we still have older residence halls that are just as good, like Brazos Hall. Brazos Hall is located right in the middle of campus, and it's literally 30 seconds away from our cafeteria. We also have family housing available for transfer students that have a spouse and or child. So if you're looking into moving into the university with your family and sharing that experience with them, you're welcome to do that as well, and we can accommodate that. We do have one particular apartment complex. It's called the Heights on Pecan, and it's predominantly accommodating for transfer students. So if you want to be part and feel like you're part of a community of people that understand your background and where you're coming from, it's an excellent opportunity to take advantage of. Additionally, another 5,000 students live on campus in apartment complexes, usually around within 5 miles or within walking distance. So if you want to be, close to campus and still engage yourself in all the activities happening, you can do that. But you can also have a little bit of space from campus. So you don't have to deal with some of the noise, or maybe you just want to walk out studying for a little while and not having to think about your classes. That's also available to you as well. There's more than a dozen privately owned apartment complexes, so you can take advantage of those as well. However, it's important to remember that you're not required to live on campus. A lot of universities require incoming students to live on campus, but we are not one of those universities. However, if you do have the option, I would take it, because you're able to engage yourself a lot more. You're able to take part in all the activities, organizations, things like that. And it's just going to make you a better student, because then you really start to foster care for the university. Next up, I'll talk about one of the things that's near and dear to my heart, dining, right? We're trying to get students away from the old college ramen noodle diet. So one of the reasons I like working at UT Arlington is I don't ever have to leave campus to eat anything. We have the Connections Cafe, which is kind of like our cafeteria, but it doesn't look anything like a cafeteria. It's basically like a rotating buffet style diner, and they never serve the same thing twice. There's a huge selection. I go to eat there maybe 2 or 3 times a week, and I never have the same thing twice. We also have meal plans for students that range from 165 meals to unlimited. Personally, if I were to get a meal plan, I'd probably be on the unlimited side, since I eat about 6 times a day. So that's something else you can take advantage of. The important thing to remember is if you choose to live in Arlington or KC Hall, you have to get one of those meal plans, and it's kind of half included in your rental agreement. If you're looking to stop by real quick and maybe getting a fast bite to eat before class or in between classes, you can stop at a Plaza food court in the University Center. There we have restaurants like Moe's Southwestern Grill, if you want to take a little bit of advantage of the Tex-Mex that we have here in the lovely DFW area. Or we have my personal favorite, Chick-fil-A. They have that spicy chicken sandwich that has like 2 pickles that completely changes the sandwich, if you ask me. We also have Panda Express if you like Chinese. And then we also have fresh sushi at Sushi. So if you're a little bit adventurous and want to eat some raw food, you can go there. In addition to that, we also have the College Park District, one of our newest additions to the university. There we have pie pie and Coolberry yogurt. So maybe for a date night, you got your dinner and you got your dessert all in one place there, so you can take advantage of that. Or if you have a little bit more extra money, maybe some of that financial aid money, I don't know, you can go out for a night on the town in downtown Arlington. They have restaurants like J. Gilligan's, Fuzzy's Tacos, again, that Tex-Mex style Mexican food. My personal favorite, Twisted Root. They have kind of a peach tea that's just, oh, so delicious. The mellow mushroom and long. So next we'll hear from Emily Nelson about living on campus.
Hi, it's Emily again. I'm a public relations major here, and I've lived in both the residence halls and on-campus apartments at UT Arlington. And I'm going to tell you a little bit about why I decided to live on campus. Well, it was too far to drive from home to classes every day, but I also wanted to live on campus because I really wanted to make sure I got the full college experience by coming here. UTA has so many different amenities to offer, like the library and the NAC, and so by living on campus, I was able to go to the library to study anytime I wanted to, go to the NAC when I wanted to, and be within walking distance of all of the on-campus events. So that was really a big thing that made my first year here at UTA special, and most importantly, the people that I met while I lived on campus. You know, having a roommate sounds scary, but it's one of the best things because my roommates were the people that I studied with, that I walked to class with, that I went and ate at the cafeteria with, and they really made my first year special, and I hope you all get the chance to live on campus. So now we're going to go back to Patrick and Tiffany to talk about academics.
All right, so in this segment, we're going to talk to you a little bit about academics. So UT Arlington offers more than 80 undergraduate degrees in 9 different colleges and schools. And so in this segment, we're going to give you a few more details about each one of those schools and what those majors entail.
Okay, well first we'll start off with the School of Architecture. UT Arlington's architecture program offers bachelor degrees in architecture and interior design. Our architecture program was actually ranked number 2 in the South by America Architecture Design. It's the best architecture design school. And actually, one of my friends, he got his bachelor's degree in architecture, and then he just recently completed his master's degree in architecture, and now he works for one of the top 10 architecture firms in the country.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Well, have you ever been to the architecture building before?
I have.
Yeah, and what's so cool about that building is that they have like their own script kind of on the outside of the building. And so the students actually came up with that. And so if you ever visit campus, which we'll talk to you all about that later on, but you're able to see like that script that they wrote on the building. In addition to that, some other little fun facts about the architecture building is that they have like this fountain in the middle, so it's like really calming. So you see a lot of students out there kind of working on their work or even studying in some groups. And from what I hear, there's like a plum tree out there. Yeah. So in the springtime, so you can probably pick some plums and have a snack while you're studying.
It's a popular place. I know a lot of students take grad pictures right there because of the fountain and the trees and whatnot.
Yeah. Well, speaking of popular, we're going to move on to the College of Business, which is one of our most popular colleges here at UTA. All of our programs are AACSB accredited, so there are only 170 schools in the country that are accredited by this. So we're really proud to have that. We offer different degrees in accounting, economics, business, information systems, international business, management, marketing, operations management, and real estate. Our county program is actually ranked among the AACSB, so we're really proud of that as well.
Yeah, actually, information systems and operation management is actually a growing trend in the business world. Those are more popular degrees now, so if you want to pursue one of those are definitely on the rise.
Well, a lot of students are asked, whenever I visit TCC South or Southeast campuses, a lot of students are coming to me and asking me about management or marketing or accounting, so I think a lot of students are going towards that. What about you whenever you're visiting Dallas? Yeah,
I get a lot of students that are interested in business, more so on accounting, and between operations management and information systems, those are number 2.
All right, perfect.
So moving forward, we'll go to the education and health professions. So UT Arlington's College of Education offers degrees and teaching certifications for students wanting to teach early childhood through 6th grade, 4th through 8th grade, and subject certifications for those wanting to teach at the high school level. So if you're interested in becoming a teacher, come to UT Arlington. It's one of the best places to be. We also offer degrees in kinesiology, both teaching, non-teaching, and in exercise science. And I actually had a friend as well who got his degree in kinesiology, who then went on to pursuing his master's degree, and now he's an athletic trainer for the Golden State Warriors.
Oh, wow. Seems like you made a lot of friends here.
Yeah, a lot of connections.
Oh, my goodness. So moving on, we're going to the College of Engineering. So the College of Engineering is the 4th largest in the state of Texas, and we offer 9 different bachelor's degrees in aerospace, biomechanical, civil, computer science, electrical, industrial, mechanical engineering. So there are many to choose from. And one cool fact, so the engineering building has a new research building, so it has a lot of the state-of-the-art materials that a lot of our students can use whenever they're working on a lot of their projects or when they're in the classroom, so they have a lot of hands-on experience. Something else that I thought was really cool is that you have a lot of group projects as well. So if you're good at working in groups or you prefer to, then you're able to make some connections with a lot of your classmates there as well.
Right. If you want to make a lot of money, they say engineering is where it's going. So definitely, I have a couple friends in civil, mechanical, and aerospace engineering, and now they're working for top-notch companies in the country.
Yeah, and especially since we're in between Dallas and Fort Worth, you have a lot of internship opportunities, and so that would be amazing to go to a company right when you're a sophomore or junior and get some more experience that you can take from the classroom and then use in the workplace.
Speaking about internships, we actually had a couple students who were interning for a company in California, and they did so well that that company did not want them to come back and graduate. They wanted them to stay and start working there immediately. So that just goes to show how strong our engineering department as a whole is, and it's on the rise. UT Arlington is one of the top research institutions in the country, and engineering is one of the top ones.
Wow.
So, moving forward, the largest of our colleges is the College of Liberal Arts, and my personal favorite, the College of Liberal Arts, just because I got my degree from the School of Liberal Arts.
No big biggie.
I'm a little biased, but it's okay to be biased sometimes. But the largest is the College of Liberal Arts. It houses many of our academic degrees, including art history, communications. So anybody interested in public relation, advertising, anything like that will fall under that category. Criminology and criminal justice, English, history, linguistics, modern languages, music, philosophy, political science, sociology, and anthropology, and theater arts. So as you can see, Tiffany, there are a lot of areas you can pursue under the College of Liberal Arts.
Yes, so many majors. But you have a lot of opportunity in the College of Nursing as well if you're interested in being a nurse. So the College of Nursing is the largest producer of baccalaureate educated nurses in the state. So we're really proud of that as well. We're proud of a lot of things here. Yeah. We're one of 2 undergraduate institutions that has a smart hospital. So the cool thing about this is that it's a state-of-the-art facility that is a fully functioning hospital. So in case of emergencies, we're able to use that as a hospital as well. But a lot of our nursing students are able to get a lot of hands-on experience by working with some human patient simulators. So they resemble infants, children, adults, geriatric patients, and then, get this, Patrick, we have 2 that actually give birth up to 3 babies.
Give birth?
Yeah, give birth. So they just pop on out,
Whoa.
I guess, right?
That's pretty cool, pretty cool. I know UT Arlington is one of the few colleges that has that, and with that, we will move forward to another one of our larger colleges, which is the College of Science. In the College of Science, we offer bachelor degrees in biology, chemistry, and biochemistry, earth and environmental science, math, physics, and psychology. And the cool thing about the College of Science is that our undergraduate students have the opportunity to conduct research with their professors and possibly even get their work published. Not only that, it looks great on a college resume when you're competing with thousands, not even thousands, millions of other students in the country trying to get that same job as you.
Yeah, trying to go to different schools like medical school, veterinary school, dental, dentistry.
Speaking of that, our College of Science also houses our pre-professional programs such as pre-med, pre-dental, pre-optometry, and pre-veterinary.
Oh, nice. Well, moving on, we have the School of Social Work that offers a bachelor's degree in social work that leads to careers in child protective services, hospitals and medical clinics, family counseling, and some other things as well. We have a lot of experiences there. I've had a lot of students ask me about social work for a little bit. So whenever you visit campus, and again, we're going to talk about that a little bit later, but you'll have a chance to talk to different departments, and so the School of Social Work is one of them.
Great. Well, we'll move forward and we'll get to our honors college, which for students who are interested in applying, you have to maintain or have to have a cumulative 3.35 GPA. And once you're admitted to the honors college, get this, Tiffany, you have to earn 27 hours of honors coursework and complete a senior project to earn a bachelor's honors degree.
That sounds like a lot of work, Patrick.
Yeah, it is, but if you think about it, it's also another opportunity to get work published, which looks good on a resume, and you're graduating with a degree with honors. So if you're an employer and you're looking at this person versus this person who both have bachelor degrees. This one has a bachelor's with honors versus one with just a bachelor's. Who you're going to hire?
I thought it was an honors degree.
I believe it is honors, bachelor's with honors, same thing.
Oh, okay. Well, sounds good to me. Well, now we're going to transition to one of our students, Dominique Spencer, who's going to tell you a little bit more about himself.
Hi, my name is Dominic Spencer. I'm from Austin, Texas. My major of intent is business information systems. When I first started, I was originally an architecture student, but I found a new interest in programming. Then things got a little interesting from there, but I'm currently employed as a full-time employee, where information systems is very similar and it reflected my career path choosing. Transferring my credits was very easy. I met an advisor and she held my hand through the entire process. I'm very happy to find UTA to be very flexible in my change, and I'm thankful for all the people who helped me. Now I'd like to transfer back to Patrick and Tiffany with Q&A.
So thank you so much, Dominique. So now we're going to go into another Q&A session. So Patrick, what do you think are some of the most popular majors here at UTA?
Well, I will go straight to engineering. I believe our electrical engineering, mechanical, and civil engineering are some of our popular. Also with the College of Business, accounting, information systems, operations management, also nursing, those are our popular majors.
Oh, nice. So what, I think we have, here we have another question. So how do you apply for housing?
That's an excellent question. So if you go to UTA's website, uta.edu, and in the search bar, type in housing, it will take you to a link that will direct you into how to apply.
Nice. So, y'all, we have a few other questions here. So how do you apply to become an RA? And I think you were an RA before, so how did you apply?
Well, here at UT Arlington, there's a resource page called Snap Jobs, where a variety of positions become available on campus, and you can apply by entering your personal information. So if you go to UTA's website again, www.uta.edu, and in the search bar, you type in Snap Jobs, it will take you to that portal, and in that portal, you'll see resident assistant title available for whatever residence hall is available. So you would click on that, and along with that, you would have to meet certain qualifications. You have to be a full-time student here at UT Arlington. You have to maintain a certain GPA. You also have to, have some things on your resume that show that you are involved on campus and things that will promote the campus itself.
Okay. Our next question is there a meal plan available if you do not live on campus? And yes, there is. It's called a commuter meal plan, so you're able to go ahead and get that from dining. You're able to pay for that for as many meals as you need. Next question is, can I start applying for housing now?
Yes, you certainly can.
Go ahead.
Depending on whatever semester you want to start, you would just go again to the website, or if you want to go to uta.edu/housing, that will take you directly to the housing page. And you will just simply click on the Apply Now link, and that will take you to a portal where you will be able to submit the residence halls that you're interested in staying in, whether it's a double room or a private room. You would be able to choose, I believe, up to 6 choices. And based off of the availability and the time that you apply, you will be awarded that.
So the thing about the housing application is that it's a non-binding contract. When you are admitted to UTA, that's when housing will send you a leasing agreement, and then you sign that, and that's when it becomes binding. So what we do encourage a lot of our students to do, especially if they plan on living on campus, is to go ahead and apply for housing as soon as you put in the application for admissions. Our next question is, what if I don't know what to major in?
No problem there. You can stay here for 2 years before declaring a major. Most students, when they come to college, are unsure what they want to do to begin with, and that's one of the great things about UT Arlington. With it being a diverse campus, there's always something to do. As you're walking to class, there's a variety of organizations outside on campus providing things, seminars that you can get information on. There are a variety of resources throughout the buildings on campus that you can go and seek guidance. There's also a career center in Davis Hall where you can go and set up an appointment. And most students think they have to graduate before they seek career counseling, but you can actually go to the career center while being a student, and they can work with you, and you can take assessments, and they'll be able to determine what area you might want to pursue.
Yeah, those are a lot of resources. I know that there are so many majors to choose from, but at least we have so many resources to help you out. So now we are going to move over to Adam and Lonnie, who will tell us more about paying for college.
Good afternoon. My name is Lonnie Gordon. I'm a Bound for Success counselor. I work at Martin High School and Seguin High Schools here in Arlington. In this segment, Adam and I are going to talk about what it costs to attend UT Arlington and how to help pay for it with scholarships and financial aid. So to kick us off, Adam's going to start off talking about the cost of UTA.
Hello everyone, I'm Adam Pitts, Senior Admission Counselor, and I work with high school students in the Arlington area. I'll be talking with you about our tuition plans. But first of all, I would like to point out that UT Arlington offers a flat tuition rate for full-time students who are taking 12 credit hours or more. And so under this traditional tuition plan, in-state students would currently pay $9,400 per year. Out-of-state students would currently pay $18,004 per year. And international students would currently pay $18,174 per year. And one thing you want to keep in mind is that tuition under this plan can fluctuate and increase from year to year. So just remember that it will fluctuate, has the ability to fluctuate and increase potentially under this tuition plan. Under the guaranteed tuition plan, students currently pay $9,800 per year. And the benefit is that you lock in your rate for 4 years, and you have the ability to earn rebates for meeting our completion and GPA requirements. And you get to enjoy a little bit of savings with this plan. One cool note is that students who earn $1,000 or more of university scholarships can pay the in-state tuition rate. So that is an added bonus for international students and out-of-state students. Now we'll go back to Lonnie for more on scholarships.
All right, thanks, Adam. As you can see on your screen, we have several different merit-based scholarships. Students who transfer into UTA with a cumulative GPA of at least 3.25 can be eligible for these scholarships. So based on your GPA and completing English 1301 and 1302, along with at least 6 credit hours of math and 6 credit hours of science, you can be eligible for a merit-based scholarship. If you're a PTK member, you're also eligible to receive an extra $1,000 in scholarship money. These scholarships are renewable as long as you maintain a 3.25 GPA or higher while you're here at UT Arlington. So make sure you study and keep those grades up. We do have a scholarship deadline of February 13th, but that's the actual deadline. So you want to make sure you get all of your paperwork submitted in enough time that you're admitted to UTA by February 13th, so that way you can get those scholarships if you qualify for them. One thing to keep in mind, though, is that these scholarships are only available for students who start in summer and who start in fall. They're not available for students who start in spring. Along with our merit-based scholarships, we also have designated scholarships. These are scholarships that can be available for students who are continuing their education while they're here at UTA. You can find out more information about those online on our website. Different departments also have scholarships, so depending on what your major is, you might have scholarships that you can apply for as well. For example, our engineering school and our honors college offer scholarships for their students, so make sure you check online for those as well. I'm going to pass it back for Adam to wrap up with talking about our financial aid.
Thanks, Lonnie. Financial aid is a large concern for many of our students and families, but be assured that we do provide assistance and can help you with the affordability. Financial aid is need-based, so that's based on your financial income. FAFSA, the application that you fill out is called the FAFSA, the Free Application for Federal Student Aid. It is a free application And be sure to avoid websites that require you to pay money. You should not have to pay money for the FAFSA. It is a free application. The first step is to apply for a PIN number through the Department of Education. And remember that FAFSA became available January 1st. Be sure to submit your online application as soon as possible. The Financial Aid Office does receive your FAFSA, and they may ask you for additional documents. If you're selected for a process called verification, there's a chance you will be asked for additional documents. Once you have been accepted to the university and all of your financial aid paperwork is complete, you will be awarded financial aid. The types of aid that's awarded are grants, loans, work study. Grants would be free money that you earn based on your financial aid status. Loans would be money that you pay back. Work study would be an on-campus job that you work where you have a chance to earn money based on your hourly work from week to week. We do have a special program called Maverick Promise, and Pell eligible students are eligible for that, for those monies, but it is offered on a first-come, first-served basis. Now to Brooklyn Lynn, who will talk about how she paid for college.
Brooklyn again. My name is Brooklyn Prosper, and my major is kinesiology exercise science. My intended graduation year is May of 2016, and I'm from here in Arlington, Texas. I'm going to talk a little bit about scholarships. I actually received a couple of different scholarships. I received an outstanding transfer scholarship, the Phi Theta Kappa scholarship, and I also received a book scholarship. As long as you get your FAFSA in on time and you meet all the requirements for this transfer scholarships, you can automatically receive them. Also, if you maintain your GPA and you get your FAFSA in on time in the years to follow, you can renew those scholarships for up to 2 years. And now I'm going to go to Tiffany and Patrick for the Q&A session.
Thanks, Brooklyn. Tiffany, I don't know about you, but that was a lot of information.
Oh yeah, my head is full of information right now.
I mean, loans and grants and loans and financial aid and scholarships. Speaking of scholarships, when is the deadline again?
Patrick, you should have been paying attention.
It was so much, I couldn't remember.
Okay, so I'll tell you one more time.
Okay.
So the scholarship deadline is February 13th of this year.
Okay.
And so the thing about that one is that you need to be admitted before that deadline in order to receive that scholarship. So you need to have completed English 1301, 1302, your 2 science classes, and your 2 math courses. And you also need to have those 24 transferable credits as well. And thank you all so much for coming to this Q&A session. Feel free to type some more questions for us. We love to answer all of your questions. That's what we're here for. But I have just a couple that some students have typed in. So Patrick, if you start UTA in the summer, can you still qualify for scholarships?
Yes, you can, as long as you have been admitted to the university by the scholarship deadline.
So unlike a lot of our freshman students who start mainly in the fall, our transfer students start in the summer, the spring, and the fall as well. So we have made sure that the scholarships are available for students who start in the summer as well as the fall. But you still need to be admitted before that February 13th deadline. So make sure to apply early. The next one is, how do I find additional scholarships?
Well, the university itself offers a variety of designated and department-based scholarships. I believe Lonnie touched on it a little bit. And then there's some also private scholarships available. So it basically comes down to you just doing a little research. I know the College of Engineering, the nursing department, even the College of Liberal Arts has department-based scholarships, and if you go to their specific page on the website, you'll be able to find that specific information.
Yeah, the designated scholarship list, what you can do is go to uta.edu/FAO, and then there should be a link that will say departmental and then also designated scholarships. Our designated scholarships, again, are for students who are continuing at UTA, and then the departmental ones just kind of go for each school and each college. There's so many to choose from, and so it's definitely going to take a lot of research on your end to find whichever ones will work for you. There are other resources out there. There's a website called FastWeb. So that website will give you a whole bunch of scholarships. So if you have, let's just say, red hair, green eyes, scholarship.
Mhm.
Brown hair, scholarship. There's so many scholarships available out there. It's just a matter of just kind of doing the research and then finding it. What about you, Patrick? Did you have any scholarships whenever you came here to UTA?
I did. I was able to get the outstanding transfer scholarship when I transferred over, and that definitely helped me pay for a lot of my tuition.
Like which ones did, wait, you told me that you got the outstanding transfer?
Outstanding transfer.
And how much did that give you again?
That gave me $3,000 each year, so $1,500 a semester. So that was able to knock out a portion of my tuition, along with me being an RA that was able to help me pay for housing and a meal plan as well. So that definitely helped out a lot.
Oh yeah, I bet. Did you have like any other forms of?
No, I was
scholarships
able
you
to
worked
renew
for?
that scholarship as long as I maintained a 3.25. So that was a great thing about it.
Well, that sounds like a great opportunity. Well, now we're going to transition over to Dominique again to talk about campus visits.
Hi, it's Dominique again. I'm going to tell you a little bit about how to visit campus. UTA offers campus tours Monday through Saturday, year-round, except for holidays and inclement weather. UTA offers a wide variety of tours, including campus tours, housing tours, and a combination of the two. To schedule a tour or sign up, you can go to www.uta.edu/visit. UTA also offers large open house events that includes a meet and greet with colleges and also a mini tour. These events are held on Saturdays throughout the year. The next one is actually in February. You can also sign up for that at www.uta.edu/maverick-experience. In addition, UTA also offers the same mini Maverick Experience Preview Day designated for transfer students only. That includes the Maverick Transfer Night in the fall and the Maverick Transfer Expo in the spring. And I'm going to transfer back to Patrick and Tiffany.
So thank you so much, Dominique. So in this section, we're going to talk to you a little bit about the transfer admissions process. So Patrick, do you mind telling everyone how they can transfer to UTA?
Sure. First off, for transfer students, we do require a 2.25 GPA along with 24 transferable credit hours in order to apply. You would first go to applytexas.org and complete an application. During that application, there are 3 sections that you don't have to complete. We like to refer to them as the 3 E's. The first E is the essay section, so you don't have to write a story. The next section is the employment section. You do not have to complete that. You do not have to list your jobs that you've done in the past. We do not require those to get you admitted. And the last D is the extracurricular section. So you do not have to list any organizations that you've previously been a part of or that you're currently a part of to get you admitted to the university as well. Along with that, once you get to the end of the application, you will be prompted to pay a $60 application fee. That payment can be made with a credit card, Visa, MasterCard, American Express, or you can pay by a check or money order. Once you've submitted that, you're also supposed to submit official college transcripts. So if you've been to one college, you would just need to submit that one. If you've been to multiple colleges, you would need to contact each university and have them send over that official college transcript. As well with that, you will also need to submit an official high school transcript as well. Once you submit all those documents, pay your fee. The process takes anywhere from 7 to 21 business days to get that application processed. In that time frame, you will receive a response from UT Arlington saying, "Hello, sir or ma'am, we've received your application. It's currently being processed at the time, and we are going to issue you what's called a net ID. And you'll be able to use that net ID to check the status of your application. So for example, you paid your application, you submitted your application, but you haven't submitted your transcripts, you would check your status of your application with the net ID and it would say missing college transcripts. So that way you would know, hey, I'm still missing something, let me send that over. So that's a good thing about that. So once that whole process has been updated, you will receive response from the university whether you've been accepted or rejected. And we're going to say that you're going to get accepted. So
that's a happier option.
Once you're accepted, there are a couple things that you need to do. one of the first things you need to do is to set up an appointment with an academic advisor. So whether it's engineering, nursing, science, biology, business, you would want to contact those specific departments and contact an academic advisor and set up an appointment. And basically what that entails is you meeting with them and they're helping you prepare for the upcoming semester, giving you advice on what classes you might want to set up, and register for. And along with that, you would also need to sign up for a transfer orientation. That will give you a full scope overview of the university itself and get you prepared for the upcoming semester.
Right. It's so important to remember that a lot of those documents, like your transcripts, need to be official. So if you're, say for example, if you're in a crunch for time, then what you could do is check with your registrar's office at your different community colleges or universities that you've been to. See if they can send it to us electronically. That is one option. Whenever you are physically trying to get an envelope of your official transcript, what they'll do, they'll kind of pack it up and they'll put it in an envelope and then they'll seal it. So you have the option of mailing it in to us, and then you also have the option of physically bringing it up to campus to our Prospective Student Center located in Davis Hall 123. And then you're able to turn that into our front desk and we can get that processed for you as well. So again, apply early, because then that way you won't be in a rush to find all of those transcripts, especially your high school ones, all the different colleges that you've attended. And I know that it's kind of difficult to get all of them, especially if you've been to more than a couple schools, but it's really important that we have those official documents.
Indeed it is. UT Arlington has deadlines for each academic semester. So for the fall semester, the deadline will be June 1st. For the spring semester, that deadline will be December 1st. And for the summer sessions, that deadline will be April 1st. And like Tiffany mentioned, we always encourage students to apply at least one semester in advance. And that reason being, if you've attended previous colleges before and you have to contact them to get all your transcripts sent over or things of that nature, you want to give yourself ample time to get all of that submitted in a timely manner. That way you don't run into any issues.
Right. So now we're here to help as admission counselors. So Patrick and I both visit Dallas and then Tarrant County Community Colleges. We also have a few more people on our team as well who are responsible for Navarro colleges, Weatherford, and then some other campuses as well. So definitely feel free to call us or email us at any time to ask us questions. We're always here to help, in addition to visiting everyone. If you want to find us, feel free to visit the website at uta.edu/contact, and then if you click the link that says transfer admission counselors, then you're able to find our contact information. So then that way you can find us and we'll be able to correspond with you accordingly. So let's move on to some questions and answers.
So, Tiffany, when is the best time to apply?
At least a semester beforehand, Patrick. I think we...
Just testing you.
Alrighty. Well, when you applied to UTA, what happened with you? Did you kind of wait a little bit? Did you apply a semester beforehand? Like, what did you do?
Well, I applied a semester beforehand. I believe I started UT Arlington in fall of 2009, and I applied in January of that year. So I had got all of my official documents, my transcripts, and I actually physically delivered them over since I was local in the area. And I like to encourage my students to do the same as well if you're local. Because if you haven't been to the university and you would like a tour, there are tours given 3 times a day, and you can also have the opportunity to possibly meet with an academic advisor. So I like to say, if you can kill 2 birds with 1 stone, why not go ahead and do so? You can see your transcript physically being hand-delivered, and you can also take a tour of the campus if you haven't seen it, and you can also speak with an academic advisor and have any questions answered that you weren't unsure of. So that was how I did it. The process was smooth. I didn't run into any issues, and I say that because I think I applied a semester in advance.
Right. Well, we have a few more questions. So the first one is, can you talk about transfer tours? So yes, we can. So transfer tours is going to be an evening event. Usually it starts around 3 p.m. and then goes on for the next hour or so. So the first hour, what you're going to encounter is a small presentation that kind of goes over the transfer admission process. So what we'll do, we'll cover all the different things that you can do on campus, as well as different housing options. We're able to answer some questions. There's an admission team there to answer any kind of questions that you have about whether your application status, if you weren't able to check that on MyMap a little bit earlier. And once we get through that presentation, then you go on a tour of campus. So it's pretty much it. After you come back from your tour, after that next hour, there's a little bit more time for you to talk to an admission counselor. And so I know that Patrick and I have both been at one each. So we've done this a few times, and I think there are a few more coming up this semester. So definitely take a look at our website, uta.edu/visit. You can look under transfer tours, and then you can definitely see a schedule of all of that. Our next question is, what if I don't meet admission requirements? I guess the student is asking, well, how can they get into UTA if they don't meet the admission requirements?
Well, we have a couple options. We do have a case-by-case review, given a situation where a student might not meet the GPA requirements. And in that situation, we might consider looking at their current resume, any letters of recommendations, or you also have the option to continue at the community college level and get that GPA up to where you could apply.
Okay, so there are a few things too. So if you have, say, like a 2.0 GPA and you're not quite there at that 2.25, we'll still be able to review your application. So no worries, you know, kind of relax a little bit. It's okay if you don't exactly meet that requirement. As admission counselors, we're definitely here to work with you and work on that. Our next question is, where can I go to get help filling out the application to UTA? So is there a transfer center, or what you would do is go to the Prospective Student Center in Davis Hall 123. So you can ask anyone at the front desk how to apply to UTA, but we can go over that again if you all would need that. So what you would do is go on applytexas.org, and then you would create a login, so a username and a password, and then you would start filling out the application. So whenever you do fill out the application, you want to fill it out as a transfer or a transient student, depending on whichever one you want to go into. Once you do that, you are going to fill out all of those different sections. So, but the sections that you can skip are, again, the 3 E's. So no essay, no extracurricular activities, and then no employment. You don't need to fill those out. Once you finish that, you'll pay the application fee. You'll turn in all of your official transcripts, and then it takes 7 to 21 business days for us to process everything. So again, if you have any additional questions with that, feel free to email or call any of us and we'll be able to help you. Our next question is, what is your favorite thing about UTA? I like this question.
It's a good question. I guess the common answer will be it's a diverse campus. I guess select that answer. Being an RA, it was an opportunity to meet and network with students from all over the world, not just the country. And that was something that was real eye-opening to me. Just because you see things on TV doesn't make it real. I had the opportunity to oversee 180 residents throughout my time here at UT Arlington, and with that, I was able to speak intensively with students from India, from Nigeria, from Israel, from California, from Dallas. And as you can see, it's just not one common place, but it's a variety of places. And I think for me, that was a big eye-opener because it was an opportunity to become friends with people who you're going to be working with as we're the future generation.
Oh, yeah. I think that is a really good answer. I've heard so many students say that they love the diversity here. Something that I loved, it's really specific, but I loved homecoming. I loved everything. It was so exciting, like basketball game. There was a lot of spirit everywhere. I ran the 5K. There were so many things to do, and so I think that was my favorite part. I love seeing like a lot of students participating and stuff, and then the alumni come back, and so you're able to see that connection, and you get to nab up.
Yeah, it's great. Even if you don't enjoy all the things here on campus, we're right down the street from the Cowboy Stadium. We're right down the street from Texas Rangers Ballpark. We're right down the street from a variety of malls. So there's plenty of things to do here in Arlington. And if you don't enjoy just being here on campus, you can go right down the street and you can enjoy a lot of fun.
Right. Well, Well, we have another question. How will I know if my credits will all transfer?
It's a good question. So once you become accepted to the university, there will be an evaluation where the transcript evaluators will go through and see which credits will actually count towards your degree, and at that point in time, you'll be able to know how far you stand.
Right. Well, again, on our website, we have what's called an equivalency guide. So that'll give you a chance to figure out how exactly your credits are going to transfer from your college to UTA. So what's really neat about that is that there are two columns. So one is a UTA column, and then one, say, for example, is Tarrant County. So you're able to see how those classes will transfer over. So, for example, for English Composition 1, English 1301, English 1301 at TCC is going to transfer over to UTA as English 1301. That's a really easy example, but that's how you're able to see how exactly your classes will transfer. If you have more specific questions about how your classes are going to go into your degree plan, that's when you talk to an academic advisor, and they're able to give you a few more details as well.
And I know in that situation right there, with the students that we see on a case-by-case basis, a lot of them already know that they want to transfer to UT Arlington, but they want to complete their core classes at the community colleges. So if you're one of those students and you already know that you want to do civil engineering or information systems, if you go to our website, like Tiffany mentioned, in the search bar, if you're Tarrant County or Dallas County, you would just type in DCCCD, which is Dallas County Community College District, and that first link that pops up will give you a list of all the different degree plans. And when you click on that list, it will give you, of course, equivalency guide, like she mentioned, and it will show you all of the core classes that you could take here. So that basically will be a map for you while you're at the community college, and usually that won't have any problems when you transfer over.
Something else that you can look at is the department website. So depending on your major, you can look under UTA and then search for your specific major, whether it be nursing or business. And then you can find an equivalency guide that'll map out everything that you can take as well. And so they really go into a lot of detail. So there's so many different resources for you whenever you're trying to find out how your courses will transfer over. So definitely take advantage of all of those. Our next question is, why should I visit campus?
Why shouldn't you? If you're intending on coming to the university, you would want to know what university you're coming to. I know you can see a lot on the internet, but it doesn't compare to what you can see with your very own eyes. I like to compare cars. If you're stuck between car A and car B, well, you probably want to sit inside of both car A and car B to know which one you want to select. So if UT Arlington is in your top 5 along with several other colleges, you would want to check out the university and see what stands out in comparison to the other universities.
Right, you get a chance to kind of look around the campus. You're able to ask a lot of questions. I know on a campus tour, it's really not that bad of a walk. I mean, I think it's really nice. You can walk around for an hour and you get to see everything that the university has to offer. The tour guides are so nice, and they're able to answer so many of your questions as well, and so definitely take advantage of that.
Mm-hmm.
Visiting campus doesn't necessarily mean a campus and a housing tour, but you can come to a lot of our events as well, like the transfer tour or even Maverick Experience Preview Day. So our next one is going to be February 7th. With that, there are different sessions that where you can talk to an admission counselor and get some more information on the application process. There are a few introductions, so then that way you'll know who exactly your admission counselor is going to be. Mm-hmm. You're able to talk to different academic departments, go to a student org fair. There's so many things for you to do. You're basically a UTA student for a day, and so that's really fun. And if you do have any additional questions, we do also have a satellite admissions office available there too.
We strive to make it really convenient for students. We don't offer one, not two. We offer 3 tours every day. So if you're not able to take a tour on Monday, you can do it Tuesday. If you're not able to do it Tuesday, you can do it Wednesday, and so on. And we actually even give tours on Saturday as well, so that's a cool thing.
Our last question is, do I need all of my transcripts from every college and university to apply?
Yes, you do.
Mm-hmm. So what we do, we calculate a cumulative GPA, and so we need all of those transcripts. I know sometimes there are so many students who have gone to more than 2 or 3 different colleges, and so it's really to your advantage to get all of those in. So just for cumulative GPA purposes, we need all of them.
And that's why we encourage students to apply at least
early.
a semester in advance.
Yes. Well, Patrick, I think that just about wraps up everything, right? We
Everything.
have so much information for you all, and so definitely feel free to contact us at any time if you have any questions.
We thank you for tuning in today, and you have a great rest of your day.
Thanks, y'all.
Bye-bye.
Bye.